layout share and I guess Project Life share for Build a Page for July and August. I wanted to show you the layouts that I was able to do and what I have left over in my kit. So I'm gonna put these ones to the side for just a second and let's do the actual 12 by 12 layouts. Let me see here about my lighting. So here's my first kit. I'll pull it out. So here is the layout that I put together. There is a process video, so you can go and check that out just to see how I kind of created all my little clusters and layers. And then what I have left over is pretty much nothing. I have this piece of paper, which I had thrown in the kit because I thought maybe I would use some of the blue there, and I didn't end up using it. I have this other piece as well that they were scraps from a previous layout, and I didn't end up using either of those. I have a couple of branding strips. One of these came from the bottom of this page, and then the other three I threw in there because those were the colors I was kind of going for, or I thought anyways that I might want to go for. So I have those left. I have this scrap as well. This piece came out of this little chipboard piece right here, and I think I'm going to keep these little pieces because they're really good for, you know, Project Life or on tags or that kind of thing. They have a little bit of color to them, but they're a good little label. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And oh yes, this was just the outside of which sticker? Where is it? This Just Chillin' sticker. So that's it. I totally killed this page. And I love how the page turned out, and I will keep these branding strips. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop them into my How to Kill It Kit with Style kit that's right here. Let me squish all these so they don't end up blocking the camera. There we go. I am not going to keep this, I don't think. I don't know. I'm toying with it. This is the kind of stuff that my brain is telling me I should get rid of, but my heart is telling me you could still use it for something, Jen. So I'm probably just going to get rid of it. And then these two little pieces I'm actually going to keep. This is the kind of stuff I love to keep for Project Life. When I was telling you about putting my little travel kit together, this is the kind of stuff that I like keeping for that kit. So I'll go ahead and keep those. I just have a little tray over here, and I just pop those on the tray and keep those. And this will go towards next month's pages. This is the second page that I created. So let me pull this one out. Another one I really love. This was a paper from the Sherbert collection. I did some stamping, some splattering. There's lots of cute little starfish and textures all over this one. I love all my little layers. So you can check out the process video for that. And I killed this kit as well. Look at that. There's nothing left. This is the branding strip, which I will keep because it's just a nice solid pink color, so that can go with all my other ones that I'm keeping. This is that same piece out of, where did I put it? Oh, it's actually tucked right in behind here. Little chipboard label, so I'll keep that little center piece and pop it over here. Here's some pattern paper I've left. That's a big enough chunk that I think I definitely will keep it. And I have this branding strip, which was part of, I think, this colorful paper, because it's on the back of that. And so I think I had sort of a big chunk of this paper and then the strip there, so I put those in together. And you can see I just cut it on the colorful side and used just little pieces of it to have some extra color popping out. So I'm definitely going to keep this, and of course this branding strip, so that can go in there. Put this to the side for the next page, and that is another page kit killed. Here is the third page that I created. pull this one out. So this one is that Sun-Kissed collection again, a little bit of Pink Fresh Studio, some Freckled Bonds puffy stickers, these little pieces down here to create this banner. Those come from that same Fancy Pants paper that I've been working through for the last few pages. So here is what I have left over. It's actually kind of become a little bit funny to me how much this paper is stretching. I'm not intentionally being stingy with these 6x6 pieces, but if you can believe it, they've lasted now, this is their third layout going into their fourth layout, because I genuinely have enough paper, I think, to carry this over. So I still have this huge chunk of yellow, this blackish kind of charcoal, this pink paper. I just have this tiny little piece of the lighter pink, I think. That might be my smallest piece. I have this sort of lime green or yellowy color, this light blue. I have a few pieces of the red. Let me pull them out. So yeah, just that of the red. I still have the black and white text paper. Yeah, I'm actually going to create another kit with this with the intention of completely killing it. I want to use every last piece of this. I have another branding strip because, again, it's the bottom of this paper, which is the same pieces that I was using in the last layout. So we'll put that branding strip right there. I ended up not using this card from Wild Whisper, so I will definitely be keeping that. And I have a few pieces of this wood grain, which is actually the back of this paper. So I'm definitely going to use this paper again. I don't know which side, but I'm going to go ahead and take this and all of this, and instead of putting it away, I'm going to put it right back into this page protector because I have to get it used up. It's like my goal now. I made this my my life's ambition to get these pieces used up. So this is gonna go with those other page protectors, and this will turn into something for September. Okay, number 4. Here's number 4. I love how this turned out. This was a lot of fun to put together. So lots of different things. The collection is called Tommy. It's from Close to My Heart. But then there's also this little journal spot that I cannot actually remember where it came from. I have a bunch of these. It might have been one of those die cut pickups that I grabbed at you know, a clearance spot at Michael's or a scrapbooking store. I don't remember. I have some enamel dots that I also don't remember where they came from. The cut file came from a friend of mine who gave me a whole bunch of her cut files. These canvas stickers are actually from the Tommy collection. So yeah, I really love how this turned out. I love the blue and yellow together. It's kind of one of my favorite color combos, so I always love using that. And here's everything I have left over. So if you remember when I was putting this kit together, I kind of decided last minute to put all of the papers that I have from this collection into the kit because I wasn't really sure what direction I was going to go with it. So I'll go put this away for next month. I did use some of the alphas. Obviously, I knew I wouldn't use all of those. I cut the center out of that cut file, so I still have a piece of the cut file. I have the canvas stickers, and I've used so many of them. If you could see the outlines, which is hard because of the glare, but there's, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Like, there's a bunch of stickers just off of this one sheet and even more off of that sheet. So I have used quite a few. I have lots of scraps left over from this collection. So lots of those scraps. I have this piece and I have this full piece left over. So definitely a lot of paper left to create another layout. And I have this lonely piece here that is not part of this collection. I think this actually came from Studio Calico, but I thought maybe I would use this because it has the map print in the back, and so I thought maybe somehow I could put this together with these papers to create something. That's why I threw it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit because I actually put this kit together with a few travel things in mind and kind of my last few summer layouts in mind for August and September. So this will fit in really well with the kit. I'll go ahead and pop that in there. And then this, I think, minus the alphas. The alphas I intentionally pulled out because they matched Bassie's shirt, but I probably wouldn't mix a fourth color into this. I just really love this the way it is. So I'm gonna pull these out and put them away, and I think I actually might go ahead and keep this all together and put it right back into the page protector. So let me go and grab that. In September, I will definitely pull these out and go through them and maybe add some more stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of keep this all together, and I might do another page kit with these. I think the papers, realistically, I could get all of them onto one layout. I may not use all of the stickers, but I could probably pull something together using all of this, so I'm gonna keep it together. Okay, last 12 by 12 layout. So again, these are all my July kits. This is the last one, number 5. This video posted yesterday, the process video, so you can go ahead and check it out. I love how this came together. This is another one of my favorite color combinations, is sort of the peach or coral with the blues and the teals. I really, really like this. So I love all the white space. It was a lot of fun to put this one together. So this is Pink Fresh Studios Out and About collection. So here is what I have left over. I have the cardstock stickers. I still have quite a few of them in here. 2 pages, but not a lot left on those 2 pages. So definitely I can see ones that I know I want to use for the trip we just took, road trip, around town. We visited Toronto, so you know that's gonna be good. Best in the City is gonna work really good. I think pretty much everything except Up in the Air. We haven't flown anywhere in a long time, so I'm sort of inadvertently collecting a lot of flight ephemera, but that's okay. So cardstock stickers still left over. A few of these little, they're puffy, but they're sort of that hard plastic puffy. So a few of those left over. And then the puffy stickers that go with the Out and About collection. Only a few of those. Again, those airplanes that I'm struggling to use, but tourist mode, let's go, all of that stuff I think is gonna work really well. So I'm sure I'm gonna get this used very quickly. Then I have this piece of paper left over, which it kind of goes like this. So you can see it was one full piece. I used this piece here to map my photos, and then I cut out these various circles. So this is all I have left over. But I definitely can use these other circles if I want to cut those out, or just use the red side. So I'll go ahead and keep that. And all of this I'm gonna put into my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit because I have other papers from this collection. So they can all go together right here. Okay, let's do the Project Life cards. So here's my kit, and here are the cards. I don't know if it's gonna be really that obvious how much I may or may not have used. I used lots of these stickers. And these are those puffy stickers. I used a few of these. This is my card, one of them anyways, that I used to kind of make notes on what I wanted to do and just help keep myself on track. Here's the other card where I wrote down all the stuff I knew I wanted to bring just to make sure my kit had everything. You can see I've cut all of this and used all of that. The adhesive is probably halfway used up, so I did use quite a bit of that. And yeah, I mean, I used some stuff. I got some stuff used up. I don't know if I showed these or if I just like glanced over them, but I used a lot of these stickers. So I know I used this one, and I used this one, and I used half of this one, and this sticker here, and this sticker here, some of these flowers. So I definitely used a bunch. I used a bunch of these, this one and this one. Did I use that one? I can't remember. This one. So yes, that is the kit. That was all squished together in here. And then here are the cards that I did. Let me see if I can remember the right order. So these were my day one cards. Now, I just didn't get the opportunity to film them the way that I wanted to film them while I was on vacation. And I didn't have Wi-Fi. We were supposed to have Wi-Fi and we didn't. And so running to different places in the Ottawa Valley where, you know, a lot of these towns only have 1,000 people, 600 people, 2,000 people, it didn't work. So I saved them all up and I decided to do them as a share instead of process videos. So here is card number 1. This was a sticker. These are some wood veneer. And then here are the little enamel dots that I used. I did pop up this picture. Will it focus? I'm not sure. There we go. You can see I popped it up. If I'm gonna put a little bit of dimension, like using these wood veneer, then I might as well add a bunch of dimension. That's kind of how I think about it. The back side is another card and I think it's pretty flat, so a little bit of dimension in your pockets is a good thing because it kind of holds them in snugly. Too much dimension is when you get them popping out of their pocket, so I think this one's probably safe, but that's kind of my rule of thumb, is if I'm gonna put a little bit of dimension, like this is popped up because this wood veneer is popped up, I might as well do it to a few other things. So that was card number 1. This is card number 2. Was this side. So this was sort of as we were waiting to get off of the ship, there was the sunrise happening, and now here's sort of the tail end of sunrise. We're off of the ferry and we're headed on our journey through Newfoundland. So I used this piece of chipboard. Here are the letters, which I decided last minute to throw in there, if you remember, but I didn't end up using them. I decided to use the negative space. And then one thing I didn't do because I didn't have my wet glue with me is I wanted to fill this with some sequins. So I'm actually going to do that right now. I will probably just go ahead and put you on fast. I have to decide what color I want. I like the blue. But yeah, I'll probably just put you on sped up and a little bit of music, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill this. Let me maybe zoom you in the tiniest bit. There you go, so you can actually see what I'm doing, and let's get that done. So there were a few cards for this day. Come on out, there we go. I did use up everything that I had pre-put in here, and then I added a few extra things. So what I had put in there was this piece of card, which came from Pink Fresh Studio. It was a 4x3 card. I actually used that on every one of the cards that I created. Then I also put this wood veneer, and I put all of these little puffy stickers. I don't think... Nope, I didn't add anything that wasn't in the kit. Now that I'm looking at it, everything I used, I cut apart this little tag and used some of the paper here and then used some of it here. I really kind of stretched all my supplies here, but I stuck to exactly what was in the bag. So this is the first card, just documenting the hostel that we stayed at. So this is the actual hostel. This was Sean, who is a chef, and so instantly he checks out the kitchen and starts cooking. This was our view of the ocean from our bedroom. So I added the puffy sticker here, and I put first class here because I thought it was a little bit of a nod to the hostel, which usually hostels aren't known for being first class, but this one was quite lovely. And then here I put escape and breathe the air of new places. This was a full-size tag that I just cut this little piece out of, and then this is the card that I cut up and kind of tucked in to make a little bit of a layer behind my photos, especially because this photo is a little bit dark and it does have some yellowy tones, so I kind of popped that in there. So there's the first card, and then I don't remember which is which. I have it written down, but I don't remember right now which is which. So here, oh no, it's actually this one. This was the second card. Here we go. So again, there's that yellow paper. These little pieces of white paper were the ends of this label, so I just tucked those in there. And then I've got some of the puffy stickers that I had already put in. So this is just a little thing pointing to my scrapbooking, like, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to direct your attention to. And then I do think I'll probably put a quick little note down here somewhere just saying, like, I brought my travel kit. Let's see if it'll focus on it. Probably not. Oh, here we go. So you can see my travel kit there that my sister made for me, and right there. And then all of my scrapbooking supplies and working on that traveler's notebook. So that was the second card, and then the third card is more of those murals. So again, there's this piece of paper from that label, the yellow paper, a little bit more of the label paper, and then this wood veneer. So I really just kind of threw all of this together with what I had put in the baggie, and you can see they four by 6 piece, so that it reminded me that I needed to have something that eventually would be 4 by 6. So I chose this piece of paper, I cut it in half so they're each 4 by 3, cut the photo right down the center so that half of it is on each side, and then I just added these 2 little stickers and these 2 little stickers. Really simple. Just a really nice photo and just a good way to kind of fill 2 pockets with a picture that is kind of an odd size. So that was the first card I did. Then I did this cute card. I added this piece into the kit, so you saw me add that. I did have to cut it down a little bit. It actually wasn't a 4x3 size, so it was cut down just a little bit. I added some colorful paper here as a layer,